Hey guys, in this video I really want to show you how to properly play solo cash cups and more specifically the end game. And I really want to cover a little bit about the first beginning and how I rotate out. We'll just get started in terms of what the video is like. So I land here and then I rotate like this when this is first zone, and then second zone pulls in the same direction and then I rotate in, they edge again, and then when third zone pulls somewhere here, I just go in to dead center third. This is the game that I'm talking about. I've already made that first two rotates, and you'll see that I'm just chilling back here. Like, there's no reason for me to do anything at this point. I have max mats, I have really good shield, no mobility at the moment, but that can be solved later on. If you don't know already, if first zone pulls really far into a corner like this, or like on an edge, chances are it'll most likely pull it in the same direction that it pulled originally. In a game that we're setting right now, I had a zone just like this, and then I had a zone like that, and that makes it really easy for me because I'm able to not move for a long time, and then third zone pulls somewhere right here, and then I have really good amount of mats for like not getting a refresh. I think that's pretty good. So just make sure you're looking for that because I think that'll help you out a ton. I already marked center third. I really want to force it if possible, so that I can pull fourth zone and just ramp up, base up in center third. And now I'm chilling. You look at the minimap, I pull fourth zone. This lets me not move. I get to save a ton of mats from this maneuver. It all starts from that first rotate and it snowballs into finding dead side and to pulling the second zone because, you know, first zone was really extreme in the bottom right corner, and then pulling third zone because it's also extreme. It just snowballs into that pattern, and then because I'm dead side, my rotate's super easy to find center third. I try to rotate when I feel like everyone else is rotating. The problem with going too early is that no one has moved yet. So if I go right now, I'm just gonna get sprayed because I'm the first one. But if I go when I feel like everyone else is going, then they won't have the time to shoot me and it's going to be a lot easier. Also, going a little bit late allows for natural cover because other people have built in front of me. But in general, I don't think I can go as early as possible, but I do go at about 18 seconds left. No one's really looking at me on this rotate because I chose a time that everyone's rotating. There's still a ton of people rotating. I would say about 30 to 40% of lobby was rotating when I started moving. I just noticed this cow. I have really good awareness to like look for this shot because I know he's probably gonna get shot out midair. If not, I could shoot him myself and then break his cow. But then he falls into the grid spot right in front of my box. So I look for this piece and get this box right here. I wait for him to, I'm trying to bait the shot. Obviously his shotgun's not gonna break my wall, so I'm just waiting for him to shoot because a lot of people panic and then shoot, but he's full box. Like, there's nothing you can do, right? So I just have to hold and then wait for him to shoot. As soon as he shoots, I edit. Now his shotgun's not ready, and even if I make a wide edit, he's not able to punish me for this wide edit, and the wide edit allows me to 100% hit my shot, right? And I get the kill. So this allows for the impact to refresh my map. If we have a graph like this, right here is mat count, right? And then over here is time. And then right here would be somewhere, you know, half, you know, first, end of first moving, end of second moving, end of third moving. So then my mats look somewhere like around here, pretty close to what average look like, right? And then I get that impact. So my mats go up a lot, like pretty much up to max, right? I probably wasn't that low, but my mats look somewhere like right here, right? I still had some missing, and then I got that impact. Now I'm like right here. Let's use a different color, right? The average mats in the lobby would look something like this, right? And it goes down over time because they need to spend mats. Because I got the impact here in half zone, I'd be more mats than everyone else in the lobby, especially if I use launchpad, and especially if I harp correctly and don't burn a lot of mats. So what this means is that by the time I'm like 200, 300 mats, a lot of people in the lobby will be at 0 mats, right? They'll be at 0 mats, which allows me to, you know, go for impacts on them. So definitely look out for this. This graph is something that I use in my head to like visualize, hey, I'm above average mats, and we'll see. Like, there's a ton of free kills in this video that we'll talk about. So then I start to rotate. I use the cow to begin, right? Because I don't want to waste a ton of mats. It gets a little crazy, but sometimes you have to take these risks. You can't be forever scared and then full tarp. You have to be really aware of when the cow works and when the cow doesn't work. And that just comes from experience and scrimming a lot, right? And then understanding like, okay, when can I do this and when can I not do this? This tarp right here, really efficient, never full tarping. Notice that I rarely ever full tarp in solo because, you know, every VOD that I watch on pros, they rarely ever full tarp. This section right here, I see a box here, here, and here. So I need to get off this layer ASAP, but before I do that, I kind of want to go through this and get on the other side, right? So I do this. Notice how I place this wall to defensively piece control myself so that, you know, I'm not able to get stuck in there. And then I go up a layer to get away from these guys. They have no option to AR spray me later. And then I'm able to go one more in forward to make sure I'm in zone. And then I edit down to look back here. And notice how I'm just playing safe because I know with the cow and with the current mats that I have, I can stay above average mats. Right now, I'm going to let Storm get ahead because I know I'm going to use the cow. I'm also elevated, right? Which creates a lot of space for me to use that cow. And I let Storm get ahead, use the cow, tank a little bit of Storm, use my health as a resource to save some mats, and then get out before someone shoots me. So much better to get out on your own turn rather than wait until someone shoots you and greet it all the way. You notice the zone, it's going up on a hill, right? So I just need to make sure I'm somewhat elevated, which I do here. But also later on, I get up a couple more layers. This guy starts spraying me. I didn't realize this was open. It gets a really scuffed, but I don't panic. Get this wall on this guy. shoot, reset, full box, like myself, so I don't get sprayed by a third party, and then this guy gets out. If I full commit to that guy and then, you know, don't get the kill, it's gonna be a little scary. Right here, again, goes up. I goes up and over a hill. I see this because I'm paying attention with good awareness with the minimap, so I understand the zone goes up and over a hill, so I need to get up layers to make this happen. See a free kill. So this right here is where it starts. The effect of having more mats than your average mat count lobby. This guy ran out of mats faster than I did, and I didn't even get an impact because I have a cow and because I have a decent amount of mats from getting that impact in half zone. So this guy is not being able to build. I just kill him fully, right? And now I'm able to get these mats. But right here, I should go out to the right because I see a ton of space, and I stay on this layer. I don't need to block off my right because I know there's no one on my layer on my right, and I know there's no one below me because you can see him tarping right here. If you see my mouse, he's tarping right here. So there's no one below me that has edit privileges, so I don't need to code my bottom here. So right here, you'll notice I do a quick flick behind me right there. I place a wall behind me, and then I'm able to get up layers and box up. I always place a cone on my top because I'm always worried of getting swayed from height. And then zone, if you look immediately, you see the dot right on my mouse on the mini map. It's right here, right? That's where zone's going. I need to get down because I'm second height. I place floors ahead of me. Would too, but in general, that'll give a decent amount of cover for me so that I don't get sprayed. Box up again. I should wait for zone to get really close so then I can drop down here, and then height won't be able to see me because I have cones above me from this angle. But then the problem is I don't pay attention to my mats. I actually don't realize that I ran out of mats. So I should have waited a little bit longer, maybe tanked a little bit of storm. Able to get the couple shots here, but this guy hits me really hard, but then my movement allows me to hide behind this cone, or this wall rather. Still continuously do damage, and then I just use this right hand peek to really win this fight. Quickly, I notice that this guy's right here, right? So he edits on me, and I'm really worried. So now I need to get out of his line of sight. So I run into storm. Right here, I could have actually boxed. If I was really fast at understanding that I picked up mats, I could have totally boxed it with the 5 brick builds that I found. Hit this guy a decent amount, but I really tried to kill him because I know he's one shot, but this was unnecessary. Like, I have 5 builds. I could totally just sit in here and do completely fine. But regardless, these are the things that you should really understand in endgame. Is like, solo endgames is all about mat efficiency. People always talk about like, oh, how can I find impacts? I'm like, what if you don't have to find an impact? Why don't you first put yourself in a situation where you don't have to find an impact? Because in my personal opinion, you don't need impacts all the time. And ideally, you would rather not have to go for one because they are risky. No matter how good you are at finding them, they are risky. Play it safe. Don't try to go for fights. Don't try to jump in people's boxes when you're 500 to 600 to 700 mats left, third moving. There's no need. At that point, just go for safe kills and just type in the end game, and it should be really simple. One of the biggest factors to doing well in the end game is how well you set yourself up. If you don't set yourself up well, it's gonna be really tough for you because you need to actually look for those mats later on by killing people in end game, and sometimes you won't find those kills. That was a quick VOD review I just wanted to upload. I've been trying to plan out my videos lately on this YouTube channel. September, I have a pretty special thing coming up, so watch out for that. I've been planning it and been working really hard on it, but I'm excited to show you guys what's coming up in September. I think my YouTube channel is going to be pretty big after that, right? I think we're going to blow up on this YouTube channel. I think you'll like that. All right. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.